According to NerdWallet, the average person owns 13 cars, each costing around $30,000 in their lifetime. Buying a new car is a very difficult process, and finding the right one for you can be very time consuming, very difficult, and can cost you a lot of stress. I'm here to hopefully help take a little bit of that stress away. Finding a good quality car is hard, but it's very important as well, and finding the right car for you could be the difference between you having a car for a lot of years or getting rid of it because you got sick of it. I've been doing a lot of research lately to help you find the right car for you, whether you should buy a new car or a used car based on your budget and everything. Today I'll talk about the pros and cons of buying a new car, buying a used car, and the differences between the two. I would first like to talk about new cars and the pros. First is condition. New cars have considered perfect quality. You don't have to worry about what you're buying, and you're gonna end up spending a little more, but you have that guarantee. Next is the technology. There's a lot of technology that you can have in new cars, and you can customize them to get whatever you want. You can really just get what you want, but you're gonna pay a little more. Next are payment plans. Payment plans are something that you can go down, you can set the financing table, and you can change the interest rates and everything, and a lot of times you can knock that sticker price down quite a bit of money just in talking and discussing, as long as you do it the right way. Next, I would like to talk about the downsides. The main downside that a lot of people don't know about a new car is it loses a lot of value as soon as you drive it off the lot. According to NerdWallet and CarsDirect.com, a car loses 20% of its value when you first drive it off the lot. That means your new $20,000 car now only worth about $16,000. That's a hit a lot of people don't know about, but I want to make sure that you do. So if you do buy a new car, know that you're going to be losing money before you get that first mile on it. Next is the insurance. You're going to pay a lot more for your brand new car, and the insurance company is going to see your new car when you register with them. You're going to be paying a lot more for insurance. You're also going to be taking on a lot of debt, and if you're not smart about it, and you don't maybe have a credit card or anything where you're paying debt and you're paying that down, and if you're not good about paying the debt down on the car, this could haunt you for many years. So take that in consideration as well. Next, I would like to talk about used vehicles and the pros. First, they're cost effective. There's a low insurance price. There's oftentimes less depreciation. They're going to depreciate still, but a lot slower. There's not that initial tank in price like there's with a new car. Also, there's less worry about keeping it nice. There's a couple dents, a couple dings, a couple scratches. Not that big of a deal because you're not a brand new car. You're not as worried about keeping it perfect. A lot of people aren't anyway. But and also you can save. According to NerdWallet.com, you can save up to 30% or more when buying a new car versus buying a used car. So when you take that into consideration, that means you could probably shop a little bit higher end. It might be a little bit older than a new car would be, but you can shop higher end than you would be with a new car. But the downsides, there's a lot more risk of breaking down. Also, you want to make sure that you know what you're talking about when you buy a car and that you're very thorough inspecting it. If you're not comfortable with that, have your mechanic or somebody do it for you. A lot of times they'll maybe do it for free or for a small fee, and that way you can avoid getting scammed when buying a used car. Now I'd like to talk about the differences between new and used cars, the main ones. First is cost. As you see in this chart, this is a breakdown of the cost between a used car and a new at the time car. First off, the purchase price. Purchase price for your used car, a lot lower. Next, the loan interest. Your loan interest is also going to be a lot lower on a used car oftentimes. And maybe you can even just buy the used car flat out depending on the cost. Next, your tax, about the same. Insurance is quite a bit more a month for your new car. Also, you really have to look at, though, the maintenance. The maintenance is going to be your biggest difference. Your used car will oftentimes have a lot more maintenance, but that goes back to having your mechanic or somebody who you trust and value their opinion with cars and they know a lot about cars. Have them look at it. Overall, though, a new car is going to cost you a lot more over its lifetime than a used car will if you buy a good used car. Next is the customization. New cars have a lot more customization than used cars do. You may have to settle with a used car. At the end of the day, new cars are often more reliable as well and will be on the road for longer, for you anyway, than a used car will be. At the end of the day, it comes down to knowing what you want to buy, whether you're willing to settle, and what kind of money you have, and finding just a good quality car. If you're going to buy a used car, awesome, but make sure it has good value. If you're going to buy a new car, be smart about it. You know you're getting a good quality car, but get what you want, but don't overspend on it. Be smart about that. Today I've talked a lot about new cars and used cars, what the differences are, and what's best for you. At the end of the day, I hope you learned a lot about new cars and used cars and which one will be best for you next time you buy. Thank you.